Cristo, Havana. One of the worst cigars I've ever smoked, mechanically. Taste is okay. I got a small pack of this, I think 8 or 10 at the airport. This is the third one from that pack. The previous two were not very nice experience. Very tightly wrapped. You cannot get a decent draw. Also, the wrapper cracked in a few places. The burn was uneven. This one seems better. Tastes good. The size is perfect. But the construction, shit. Cheers. Let's carry on where we left off on my last video. I had quite a few comments, a rather long comment exchange with Greg. The usual stuff. He doesn't get it and he's being stubborn. And keep embarrassing himself, but what can you expect from Greg? He insisted that God has always demanded blood sacrifice. I tried to explain to him and urged him to read the Bible because it's all written there. He just didn't listen to what I've said and carried on insisting that God demands blood sacrifices. And also, he proceeded asking me stupid questions like, what do I believe in? What do I stand for? What are my beliefs? Like it has anything to do with my video. Man, I've been doing these videos for 5 years and you do not know what I stand for? Reminds me of when Philip asked Jesus to show them the Father, and that will be enough. After 3 years being with Jesus, he's asking him to show them the Father. I told you I don't deal with beliefs. All right. Let's see what God says about sacrifices. I prepared some passages, some quotes, and I can read them to you, I guess straight from the King James's Bible, though. Well, I was comparing them with the Septuagint. I noticed that they are indeed better here. I have no idea how you missed them if you read the Bible. Okay, and here we go. Hosea chapter 6, verse 6. For I desired mercy and not sacrifice, and the knowledge of God more than burnt offerings. All right, next, let's go to you will excuse me, I have to find the verses. Let's go to the book of prophet Isaiah, chapter 1. And here, I'll read you both the King James's version and the Septuagint. When you come to appear before me, who had required this at your hand to tread my courts? Bring no more vain oblations. Incense is an abomination unto me. The new moons and Sabbaths, the calling of assemblies, I cannot away with. Iniquity, even the solemn meeting. Let's go to the same verse in the Septuagint. I'll start a bit before that, so you hear the whole thing. I am full of whole burnt offerings of rams, and I delight not in the fat of lambs and the blood of bulls and goats. Neither shall ye come with these to appear before me. For who has required these things at your hands? Question mark. You still think that God requires blood sacrifices? Right. We'll carry on. Let's go to the book of Kings, the first book of Kings. Actually, in the King James Bible, it is 1 Samuel. And Samuel said, "Had the Lord as a great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices, as in obeying the voice of the Lord. Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of rams." That's an interesting part. And the next one. "For rebellion is the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is an iniquity and idolatry." So, in the Septuagint, in the same book, it says, "And Samuel said, Does the Lord take pleasure in whole burnt offerings and sacrifices, as in hearing the words of the Lord? Behold, obedience is better than a good sacrifice, and a hearkening than the fat of rams." And the verse in question, "For sin is as divination. Idols bring on pain and grief." Next, that's gonna be a long video. Psalms, and that's Psalm number whatever. "Sacrifice and offering thou didst not desire, mine ears hast thou opened. Burnt offering and sin offerings hast thou not required." By the way, that's 40. In the Septuagint is 39. Okay. "Sacrifice and offering thou would not, but a body hast thou prepared me. All burnt offerings and sacrifice for sin thou didst not require." Another couple, I think, as this was not clear. Listen to that one. "Deliver me from blood guiltiness, O God, thou God of my salvation, and my tongue shall sing aloud of thy righteousness. O Lord, open thou my lips, and my mouth shall shew forth thy praise. For thou desirest not sacrifice, else would I give it. Thou delightest not in burnt offering." The sacrifice of God are a broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart, O God, thou wilt not despise. you even begin to understand? The same from the Septuagint. Deliver me from blood guiltness. I can't help but think of Abel here. O God, the God of my salvation, and my tongue shall joyfully declare thy righteousness. O Lord, thou shalt open my lips, and my mouth shall declare thy praise. For if thou desire sacrifice, I would have given it. Thou wilt not take pleasure in whole burnt offerings. Sacrifice to God is a broken spirit, a broken and humbled heart. God will not despise. Next. Hear, my people, and I will speak to thee, O Israel, and I will testify to thee. I am God, thy God. I will not reprove thee on account of thy sacrifices, for thy whole burnt offerings are before me continually. I will take no bullock out of thine house, nor the he-goat out of thy flock. For all the wild beasts of the thicket are mine, the cattle on the mountains, and oxen. I know all the birds of the sky, and the beauty of the field is mine. If I should be hungry, I will not tell thee, for the world is mine, and the fullness of it. Will I eat the flesh of bulls, or drink the blood of goats? Offer to God the sacrifice of praise, and pay thy vows to the Most High, and call upon me in the day of affliction, and I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. Let's conclude with one more. Again from the book of Psalms, and that's Psalm 4, verse 5. Offer the sacrifice of righteousness and put your trust in the Lord. Sacrifice. A honest prayer and thought. A sincere price. Lord. Of course, you can keep on contradicting me, but bear in mind that when you contradict me, you contradict somebody else too. Don't go there. Well, this one behaved better than the previous two. But is it worth the risk? It's up to you.